Other than that, I don't have anything else I can think of. So next up is committee business. Item number one, seafood festival planning discussion. So obviously continue on our seafood planning. Last week we met and we got the fishing tournament kind of lined up. I know. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let you come up. You're gonna talk about that, Bob, right?
Yeah, a couple things.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have you up in just a minute. So obviously we got that lined out. I know that Kim finished up the flyer and she's gonna pass that out now. And if you're wondering who that handsome guy in the right hand, that big old redfish, that would be me. I caught a big one back in the day. So we've got that. Oh, they have that, and I think that their website's up and running. The code goes to it. Has we shared this out?
We haven't yet because I literally,
Just
before I
finished it.
came here, I just got off the phone with Mary.
Okay, so
So this should be it.
yeah. So if there's is there any objections to moving forward with this? I think I've looked it over and everything looks like it's correct.
There's a typo.
Huh?
There's a typo.
Where?
Announced right here.
Oh, sure is.
Yeah.
Good catch. Anything else you all see?
Well, if you want to be consistent, it's an apostrophe after captain's meeting right here. Since you did it right.
Oh yeah, the one, yeah, put apostrophe on the one above.
Under the TBD.
Yeah, TBD. Anything else?
Oh, the presentation will be on now for the
Yeah,
TV.
they said that they're
don't
gonna,
know.
they don't know yet, but she said that they're gonna announce it to everybody. So that's what they had me change. And then they were able to secure the rod and reels, the 30 rod and reels. So we added that. And then the back, I changed to complete the registration to go to their website or to email them directly. And I took the city's information on it.
Okay.
And then the QR code goes right to their website
Perfect.
too.
All right, so that's ready to go. So
Yeah, I'll just make
make
those.
those changes. And then any objections to move forward with this? Good. Okay, by consensus, we're ready to go on that. And so we get that shared out.
Yep.
Bob, the floor is yours. Name and address for the record.
Yeah, Bob Hubbard, 7515 Grand Boulevard. First of all, citizens really appreciate you guys doing this. I know it's quite a task trying to get everything lined up and trying to get the dates to not coincide with other activities and events around, or even piggyback off one. It's a lot of work. I just hope that if you have a fall festival lined up, I hope we're starting to plan that now. I know we have a bunch of us got together. We had a class reunion coming up in May. We started planning this last January, and we just now got it pretty much lined up because of conflicts and trying to get a hold of everybody. It's a lot of work. So anyway, I hope that we get these things planned way in advance. When it comes to like the fishing tournaments and the seafood festival, been to several of those, been involved with several tournaments, and we had a television program filmed right out of here at Port Richey. Will Burback and his dad Ed owned Whiskey River for years. And Will Burback is probably the best fisherman I know. He's probably one of the top 10 in the state. He's one of the top tournament fishermen. He's won a lot of tournaments. He's in Clearwater. He runs Clearwater fishing charters now. We tried having fishing tournaments here, and we just don't have the checklist for a top-notch fishing tournament. We have the area, the fish are here, and it's a beautiful area to do it, but we're working on facilitate those kind of tournaments. A fishing story with Ronnie Green was sponsored by Pasco County. Ed Comm, my friend, the director of Florida Sports Coast, it was Nature Coast, and they hosted that. They sponsored that for several years. I did a show with them. Sheriff Naco did a show with them. Mike Wells did a show. A lot of the people around here did shows with them. Kurt Romanowski was the police chief of Pasco County. He's also a tournament fisherman. He's also a spokesperson for Ranger Boats. And he tried having a fishing tournament here. We just couldn't couldn't make it work. Some of it was the city, but we just didn't have the boxes checked off to do that. I think it's imperative that we do that with the area we have here, and I know Pasco County would support us on that. And I could get a hold of some of these people to have an annual televised show or tournament here would mean a lot to the city. Of course, the boat ramp is one of the crucial things, but you need secured parking for the trucks and trailers. These have got expensive rigs, and they want them to be secured under lights, usually at the hotel where they're staying or nearby, as long as it's secured, and docks, which we're working on. Hopefully we'll get docks. That makes a big difference. They're talking about going out maybe at the mouth of the river, even Miller's Bayou, and then sound the horn, and they all leave from that area, and then they go start fishing. But they have to come back at a certain time. They can come back to that particular spot, or are they going to meet at a dock, or, I mean, they're going to call it in. And if they're going to call it in and send in pictures, you need to have volunteers on every boat in order to officiate that, to make sure that whether they're not sending in pictures from a week ago or a month ago, or, you know, so that's very important that we do that. But I think that if we had a televised, like the Florida Redfish tournament is televised, we could facilitate that, and we could. I could get a hold of Will and some of these people and Kurt, and we could have a top-notch fishing tournament here that would be vital, I think, to the city and to the county. And I think they would support us on that, any which way we could do that. So that's basically all I had to say. I'm going to stay around if you have any questions.
Yeah. So that's definitely the goal. And I think that obviously as we kind of hurried and got that together. And then moving forward, we wanted to create this committee, and actually we want to have some events, and we've started with the holidays. So yeah, we are kind of, as we're moving through this year, we're kind of behind where we would like to be. We are towards the end. We've already got the Boom on the Bayou packet out there. Also, we're going to be working on the ball and then the holidays. So I think going forward, we're kind of going to be at a better cadence to have a little more outlook time to work towards that. But just trying to get things started. So we got 4 events that the city is take part in. This is our first one, the Seafood Festival. And so obviously going forward, we wanted to have a fishing tournament again. So that's when this was the best time to kind of put that in with the event. And I think going forward, and hopefully it does well with Harper Springs Fishing Club, and see how it works out. But build on that, and I think, hopefully by next year, maybe we can even look at that. But definitely in the future, if this
We're a ways away from that. Even kayaks.
Yeah.
Kayaks is big, believe it or not. A lot of them don't look for kayak fishing, but kayak fishing is pretty big. They got a lot of blogs that are viewed a lot. Mm-hmm. But they fish out of lodges or inns, hotels in different areas, and those lodges and inns usually host those people. Mm-hmm. And if we could get something like that here too, that's easy to facilitate. You can do it at Brasher Park.
They're doing kayaks in this one. They talked about that.
Small time. That's something that we could do. I don't have to have the hot shots from all over the country come in here, but There's enough kayak fishermen around here that we could get in.
Absolutely, yeah.
For a tournament. But getting a televised kayak tournament and a televised motorboat tournament would be really big for the city if we could do that. And as far as the vendors you want to do this next year, all the vendors that you have, if we could have the date lined up next year and tell them this is the date next year, we're going to do the same things. It's going to be better. We're learning and get feedback from them and see what they want. And I could work with some of the fishermen as far as hopefully we get the docks in. That's a good start. If we get a good boat ramp, I know boat ramp's nice, but if it was located differently, I think that would be even better with secured parking. We could maybe bring people in. If we don't have a hotel, we could bring people in from another hotel. If we could shuttle them in here, that would probably work. So there's a couple ways to do that. But if we get the docks, obviously we're working on that, and the boat ramp, I think that would be a lot right there to get started. And then if we show them this is our goal, this is what we're going to be doing, the next year will even be better, and just keep moving forward like that. I think fishing tournaments would be a lot. Not just for the city, but for the county, just like anything else.
No, it's that's what we really hope the Seafood Festival take off, and that'd be the big one. Obviously, as that grows or whatever, we can even look at maybe doing one in the fall or something other places as well. But that's what we've got for now. And just for next year, so we have the second Saturday markets, and that's kind of how we plan the Seafood Festival, because the chamber is doing the vendors, which I think we got 50?
Yep.
50 vendors already for the seafood festival. And so we'll really kind of see how well it's attended. We got quite a bit of stuff going on. So hopefully it's a big hit. I think it will be much better than we've had kind of in the past.
You're right.
And then,
could
but next March, the second Saturday of March of next year would be kind of the target date for the next one.
Our friend Gene Hammond is a vet, and he does a lot, hosts a lot of veteran tournaments or fishing things. So if we had maybe in like the 4th of July, you could have actually 2 fishing tournaments on a weekend. You could have the veterans on one day, and then you could have the professionals on another day too. So there's a lot of potential here locally to put on big tournaments if we work towards that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm really curious to see how many entrants, because we dropped the price down to $50 a person. And we just at Centennial when we did a 4 per boat. I think it was 150 or something. Yeah. So hopefully that gauges going forward what we need to do to make that better. But you definitely want to grow it.
Well, if you ever get a chance to watch a fishing story with Ronnie Green, you'll see Will Burback, he facilitated 80% of those shows on his boat. He took them with all of his guests just about every week out on his boat. And the hotels sponsored because they get their name televised, obviously. So that would be imperative for them to do that, and restaurant too. It could be behind Whiskey Joe's. They may want to host it one year and catch us another year, and they would sponsor that to get their name on television. It's cheap, easy marketing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'll say any contacts you make can help us build that tournament going forward. That'd be awesome.
Okay, anybody got any questions?
I do.
Any questions for Bob? Go ahead.
Okay, and Mayor Hoover. Thank you. Okay, so is it a possibility to add, or are you discussing adding a fishing tournament on 4th of July weekend?
We haven't talked about it, but
Since you threw it out there.
Well, I can call my friend Gene Hammond, and I could put one together. It's again, where he's going to say, well, where are you going to have it?
right.
It's a checklist that they have. It's you got to have a boat ramp. We got the boat ramp, docks, hotel, secured parking, and then a sponsor usually, but that's not usually too much of a problem. But that's the checklist that they have. Although he would do this to work with me, I worked with him many a times. He's a great guy, and he wants to do whatever he can for the veterans, and people love to sponsor the veterans. It's a great thing, and he could put something together, maybe just Nick's Park and Hooters or something like that.
Well, I would say if you talk to your contacts or whatever, and
I wanted to talk to you guys first.
yeah, no. So the city basically sponsors the 4 events. We're not limited to 4 events. That's just kind of the bite of the elephant we're taking on right now. But that doesn't mean that other people can't come in and they want to have a fishing tournament or they want to have something else. They need the city support. We can talk about that and do that. But as far as it being like a Port Richey sanctioned tournament, we don't have that now. That's not to say we couldn't add one. The thing we've got limited staff to be able to facilitate these things.
I know.
And all that, and we don't right now. So, but if somebody wanted to do that, you or contacts or even Target Springs Fish, if they want to do something in the city, obviously the city would welcome any kind of thing in the city.
I got to work out the logistics with
Exactly.
it, but I read this 4th of July and veterans kind of go together.
Yeah, no,
in the mood for it.
if you get the
The fall also, if you're having a fall event, whatever you do in the city, you're on the river. I mean,
Yeah.
so
Every event
we can do something on the river no matter what kind of event we have.
Yeah.
There's an advantage that we have. So
yeah, I'm all for it.
And piggybacking off of what he was discussing with the fishing tournaments, discussing it with the Florida Sports Coast and the tourism department with Pasco County, because they have tourism dollars that can also advertise or sponsor
Right.
back into the community, because it's all the beds and the heads and the taxes and everything
Well,
that come back into the county.
They would sponsor
they
it.
sponsored a television show for several years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let's get them on board.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was great. It was it came up. If you watch the show, it was
there?
natural spaces, vibrant places. I think it was with the
Speaking of Sports Coast, are they? I mean, is it too late in the game for them to get our flyer and push that out there? Do you know?
Probably no.
I'll see him Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, you got a flyer?
I do.
I gotta update it.
Oh,
now,
well,
'cause
yeah.
that's
Just
got a typo.
send Bob a updated one, so he'll have it,
This
and
is
and ask if they want to help push that out there for at least the last couple weeks, anyway.
Am I allowed to do that, or does Ashley have council?
Well, no, it's different. It'll be the same board. You're good.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'll see how they may want to participate. I'll let you know.
Yeah, because we also use their help, and then obviously we can start to bring more. And
We, like I said, we were going to create our own televised fishing show that Will Burback and Kurt was going to put together because they've done a lot and they live here, so it makes sense.
yeah,
And we were going to put we're going to build a boat ramp for that over at Waterfront Park. It didn't turn out. They did driving through the district there where the Nix is a little shaky. I mean, right now it's feasible. As it builds up, it'd be a little shaky. It'd be nice to move it. But then it was the docks. You know, it was just hard.
yeah. Well, like I said, hopefully we'll be able to get some of that infrastructure.
You got television crews in here too, and they got to have a place to stay.
Yeah,
And they need to have places to film this stuff. And you know, there's a lot to it.
yeah.
But it pays off big time, though.
Yeah.
It really does.
No, anything we can bring in the city that we can put us on the map for sure is what it's all about.
Anybody got any questions? If not, I'm going to go home and watch a movie.
Thank you for coming this evening.
Welcome. Yeah.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it.
You guys.
Thank you, Bob.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks. Okay. Anything else on seafood planning session?
We have
The
the coastal rental and the porta potty.
okay. This is the porta potty. It's on. Okay, let's start with the tent. And so I've been thinking about this a little bit, and I just kind of looked at some prices and stuff. Because obviously we're gonna need a tent for this event. We're gonna need a tent for the 4th of July event, and the holiday on value. So that's 3 times during the year at least that we're gonna need this. And every time, if we're shelling out $1,500 in a year's time, we could have bought one of these things. Now, obviously, there's storage and setup. And obviously, we're going to have sponsorship money left over. I believe that we could probably purchase our own tent because they're around a few $1,000s. They're not that expensive.
Who's gonna erect it?
Well, we'd have to deal with that. But again, if you're just going to constantly ship $1,500 out the door and not ever own it, it becomes a waste. I said if we weren't doing anything in the city and it's a one-off once a year, that doesn't make sense. But again, we're going to need it for 3 events during the year.
What if we ask them to quote us something at a better rate than $1,700 every time, because we are going to be using that, and maybe they could comp one time and maybe bill us for.
Well, they made it more palatable.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's a way we could. I understand what you're saying. But one of the things I wanted to tell you was like the stuff that I talked to Public Works about on Friday, and I gave them a laundry list of stuff that we went over, and now if they had to erect a tent, that's a whole nother thing.
Right. Yeah, and so that was another thought too. As opposed to getting a real large 30 by 60, you get a couple smaller ones that are easier to erect.
Yes.
That
Yes.
normal people could put up.
Yeah.
Because all we're really
If
doing
we did get the smaller ones, I mean, that would be what is the bigger? What's bigger than the 10 by 10s? I mean, like
So they're-
what's
We
the
got
next
20 by
one?
40s.
Like those are,
20 by 30, and it's 1,499.
and those are ones that like we could put
Right.
up, right? Yeah.
or
yeah.
volunteers or whatever. I mean, they're not.
The same person that put Christmas lights on.
Yeah, I don't have a problem putting 10. I do it every month. So
I know. We can do.
Well,
Um,
it's
so-
something that's not like that massive 10. I mean,
Right.
that's one thing. I mean, that 10 is insane.
But I mean, it's true if we can have.
So, I mean, in reality, instead of renting one, we could buy a couple of the smaller ones and we'd have them.
Well,
And
and the tables and chairs too, because we can get them from Home Depot. I mean, the tables are. We could probably get 8 tables for.
yeah,
what we
well,
kept
I
spending
know
for
that
them.
the church probably would let us use tables too, wouldn't they? For that relatively easy. You guys got. I mean, so I think we could be better off just to go ahead and purchase something, and then we would have it, and we would have the cost every time. Again, there is, like I said, there is a little bit of work to put them up, or whatever. But if we didn't focus on a big, large thing, and even
Kind of
to be
a
honest with you, if you own the big, large ones, you could probably pay a smaller fee for them to come out and set it up and take it down. I mean,
Is there companies or something that actually like puts up and puts it down?
they would probably come out. I don't know if you got to do their stuff, or if, I'm sure people would do it.
I think if you purchase, do you have an rough estimate of how much it would be to purchase one?
Well, it just depends on what you do. I mean,
800.
you can spend anywhere from, $3,000 to over 30, depending on how big and what kind of material it is.
If you look at Amazon, they have them.
And I wouldn't advocate to get just some cheap thing.
Right,
I mean,
no.
I mean, you can buy a cheap 10 by 10 tent for $50 and you use it once or twice and it's trash. So if we were going to invest in one, we definitely want, to get a good one or a couple good ones if you're smaller.
But what do we do in the meantime? Because it's 2 weeks away. So there's that.
Right. Well, not 2 weeks.
Should we look around
3
and
weeks. 3 weeks.
decide on vote on this one next week then? The tent?
Well, they need to.
Well, I-
put it in with. So.
We could, this is like, we could literally rent this the week before. We just need,
As
right?
long as it's available, I
Right.
would assume.
Yeah. So if we wait until next week to commit to this, we could look at it now and see if we're good with it. But in the meantime, before we pull the trigger on this, just see what we can find that we could purchase.
But how do we figure that out? We just come up with someone is assigned to look up quotes for that, like on Amazon or something, or
Amazon's are a 30 by 60. Amazon is $9,999.
no, they have
And
some
just the
that are
replacement
cheaper.
top is $45.99.
Yeah, that's the big 30 by 60. So
It is a 30 by 60, but I was going off what you had on here.
if you get like
40
two
by 40.
20 by 40s or something.
20 by 20 is 2,899. 40 by 40 is 4,399.
I don't know. I think that's a lot of work
Maybe
for
we should be-
staff or for. What happens if something happens to one of us and we're not all available? We're relying on people that don't exist right now
And
or
we have
staff,
to-
and that's not fair.
And we have, like this one, we have to put it up, like Troy did, what was it, the day before, correct?
Yeah, and it took how
Yeah,
long?
that
That
is
was a
the
lot
day
of work.
Well, I have a question. Didn't we ask Troy, is your tent available this weekend or is it not?
It is. We are actually setting it up February 28th. It's going to be up for a week,
Okay.
and we'll be taking it down, I think, March 10th. And so 10th or 11th. So my thought is, and you're right, it is a lot of work. We had 10 people on the team, and especially setting it up there, if it's windy, it moved like 4 feet on us as we were setting it up. So we had to pull the stakes, move them, tighten everything up, But it was up and it didn't move.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's done right, it's good. I agree about having staff do something like that. If they're not trained in setting up a circus tent, it's probably not a good idea. But I also believe that buying one is a better option. And if we did purchase one, for the events committee, we could always have a team and train people on how to set it up, maintain it, make sure it's safe.
Mhm.
We definitely could help with that. My thought was, if you guys wanted to use it this time, we can take it down. Then we would probably leave it up until like Thursday. Take it down, put it on my trailer, and haul it out to the park Friday. That's an option.
Where is your event?
Is Holiday, so it's Sunray in Darlington,
Okay.
where we had the launch for Turning Point Faith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah,
That's,
that's where you're going.
so we could take it down, leave it on the trailer and then just haul it out to the park and set it up that Friday.
Thoughts? I know the tent is older and it's not the most pristine tent, but
No,
the price is great, and so let me give you a perspective here, and I do most of this, so I want you to hear what I'm saying. It's very difficult to keep going back and saying, "Hey, we got another event. We sponsored that." We just had Centennial, and we got in 50 some grand or whatever, and this event we've got about 6 or whatever, and then we're going to have Boom on the Bayou. We're going to have sponsorships. It gets very difficult. Continue to ask these same folks to bring us money. So, while it's great just to say, okay, we're going to spend $1,500 on a tent, it's just you're going to have to constantly replenish that $1,500 over and over again. So, I would really rather use the money for things we have to do, as opposed to. I don't say it's waste because it's not a waste. We don't have to worry about it. They come out to put it up. It's worth it. But again, when you're talking about doing it over and over and over again, you just shouldn't do that. You should probably invest in one so you save that cost. I think that even if we needed more time so we could actually move towards purchasing one, if we were to use churches for this one more event, and then that would give us time because we wouldn't need one until Boom on the Bayou, so we could start looking at that. And if staff couldn't be the ones to put it up, you think if we had our own tent that the church could put a group of guys together to put it up for us and take it down, so that we would own the tent, but we would just basically get a group together to. I'd be willing to help too. It's anything that save money, we could put more money into the events.
As long as I'm available, I wouldn't mind helping.
So, I understand why we need a tent for all the events.
I don't think we
Well,
even
we
need
never-
a tent, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that now, and if you think about it, so the pavilion, we have the I was gonna say singers, but the bands and everything, right? But if we can X out where the band's gonna be, and isn't there some sitting space there? Like honestly, do you really think
Well, you can't open that up. All the
Yeah,
equipment
you
stuff.
can't
You
right
can't.
But how about like Boom on the Bayou? It's fireworks, so we
Well,
don't
so-
really need a tent.
So technically,
right?
the only reason and you're right, we don't
We don't.
need a
Think
tent.
about it.
We don't.
And I would be okay
We
with
need
doing
the
that.
table and chairs more than we need the tent, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
I mean,
Yeah.
you want to provide some shade is really the thought. And
Right.
when and if it rains or whatever, then you got some
Yeah,
shelter.
but like the seafood festival.
Thank God we had it for the
Oh my goodness,
for the,
yeah.
the last
Oh,
event.
But I could understand like the seafood festival to have a tent so people can eat and stuff
Mhm.
and just relax. But like the Boom on the Bayou, we're seeing fireworks. So like the tent is kind of in the way, sort of say like everybody can just bring their lawn chairs and look up, and Boom on the Bayou, a form of entertainment is what? The form of entertainment for Boom on the Bayou.
Well, it depends.
We don't
We've
know
talked
yet.
about it
We
yet.
haven't
Oh, we don't
talked
know
about
yet.
it
So, but I'm seeing it that because then you could have the pavilion. I don't know. And
If
holidays
we-
on the Bayou, do we need it too for holidays?
It
on
was
the
it was
Bayou?
really because we had a music there and you're
Yeah.
giving shelter for people.
Okay.
Other than that,
We don't, right?
Well,
I don't know.
I don't
I
think we need
noticed-
it.
and I could be wrong, at 4th of July events and things like that, they may go under there to eat, but that's not because they want the shade, they want the tables and chairs.
Right.
So I
That's why
really
said the
don't
table and
think
chairs is
yeah,
more
it
important.
mattered if you
Well,
had the shade or no.
They move on the buyers at
It's at
night,
night,
right.
so you
Yeah,
don't
and
really
they
got the
want to sit
sun.
Right.
under they want somewhere to sit. They don't care about if there was a tent over them. They just wanted to sit
right,
down.
exactly.
So so I would vote to not get the tent. Okay, I'll make a motion to not get the tent for this event and utilize the churches.
Okay, is there a second?
I don't think we need a tent at all.
It didn't cost anything.
No, I don't think we
Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm willing a motion that we set aside renting a tent, and if we do decide to utilize a tent, then we utilize the churches.
Okay, is there a second to that?
I'll second to that.
Okay. Any further discussion? Any public comment? Seeing that, put a vote on favor, saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Okay, so no
Ready to
tent.
vote.
Um,
Did you have any input?
you have a question?
No,
Okay.
No,
I don't think we need it. So, but
Yeah,
if we
I
did
don't
need
think
it,
so.
I don't think we need it. But if we did need it,
I
we
don't-
need it.
yeah.
We got an option.
Yeah,
So
Does it
I
make
don't
sense?
think
I
we
mean,
need it.
you probably just want to know one way or another, right?
I know.
yeah,
When do you want to know by?
um,
And we can make that decision a little bit later.
yeah, yeah. Here's the thing: if it's raining, it's really great having that tent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
If it's not,
that's not a big deal.
it's just
I
a
think-
lot of work.
yeah, like Christina, I think
nothing,
that's
exactly.
what she means in the sense of, let's wait, we need it, then we use yours, but we can see the weather, more or less. You know, like, how, you're using it February 28th to what time? March 10th, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so then, and by when do you need us to say like, yes?
Just enough time
So
to
probably next
ask
meeting,
for
right?
help to set it up.
So if
Breakdowns.
if it would be like, let's say our meeting of March 9th, is that too late? Because we would need it up by the
March
third.
9th is
That
Monday.
Monday? Yeah.
That's the week before. Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say more time, at least the week before
Yeah.
that.
Let's.
Or
So
by
the
next
second-
week.
We'll make a decision on the second,
Next week?
meeting.
Okay. Because I
By-
think we can see the weather too, like more or less if it's gonna rain, if it's not gonna rain, you know.
By the way, March 9th, if we do have a meeting March 9th, I will not be
Okay.
here on that Monday.
Right. Yeah,
So,
so yeah, let's.
Oh, I will be in Tallahassee March 9th and 10th.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping we don't have a whole lot to talk about on March 9th. Hopefully by next meeting, everything's done and ready to go.
Yes.
We may be close to that now, actually, at this meeting. So maybe we don't have to meet March 9th. So I say we come back on March 2nd, and we'll kind of tie up any loose ends, and we can look at the weather. We'll have a 2-week forecast. We can kind of, if it
More or less. Let me see.
looks like it's really going to rain.
Don't say that word, please.
Yeah.
Let's see real quick.
and so
Let's see the weather.
online, even right here, is a 20 by 40 foot tent for $1,000. Now they got the metal frames. In fact, Esther's school has one set up where I guess they feed,
Mhm.
for outside. The ones my kids, but they shouldn't leave it set up. They did leave it set up, and a storm came and bent the metal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I mean, they're not. In fact, it's called a weekender standard canopy, 20 foot by 40 foot. Something like that would be perfect, where it's easy to set up. It's
Easy
like
to
a
take down.
carport type of situation. You set it up and take it down when you're done. I think that would be a good investment.
Yeah. Well, let's look at how we go forward with tents or whatever. Again, if it wasn't for sun and rain, you really wouldn't need them.
Right.
Because most people, when they go watch music and out there sitting out there anyway.
And definitely not a tent like what we have, because normally we won't even set that thing up unless it's a 4 or 5 day thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the
Because of the time it takes, yeah.
the time that it takes to set up, we wouldn't set it up for a short term.
And I know you use the stakes and the poles, and I don't know what, I know I've seen the tent before, but even the other tents, they make these little, they look like regular weights, and there's a hole on the side of it or a slice out. So you just slide the weight
Yeah, the
right
small ones.
over, and it's really great.
Yeah. I got a set of those. They're nice.
I don't know where to get them. I've always wanted them, but
Amazon, man. Amazon.
Amazon.
Okay, so
What
So
are
we're
we
gonna-
thinking about the table and chairs though?
yeah, can we borrow some tables, chairs from the?
All right, so
How many do you think we need?
Well, this has 6 on here and 48 chairs.
I think being a seafood festival, we need
We
tables
probably
and
need
chairs.
more than 6 too.
Yeah. And then we can put them in.
I mean, this is only for 48 chairs is only 120, so it's like less than $300. I mean, even if we got a
6
couple more
or 8
tables,
more. Yeah.
and
And they
Public Works can
deliver those and they come pick them up? and all
Yeah, or Public Works can go get them because they're literally right here. Sorry, I didn't mean to volunteer Public Works, Don.
that?
Are the tables and chairs already at your other event? Or are you just gonna look?
They're right down the road at the Light of the World, right?
yeah, but see, now I think we only have 6 tables that we use for outside,
Oh.
and there's only certain chairs that we
Outside.
use for outside. I
Yeah.
mean, most of our tables and chairs are in the fellowship hall,
Mm-hmm.
and we try not to bring them outside because that dirt gets in the bottom of them.
No, you don't want to drag that.
You know,
in.
No, I-
I think for renting table and chairs like that,
Cheap enough.
That is cheap
Yeah.
enough.
we can
I
ask.
think we should
We
get
can
more
ask
of those.
Marie to
Marie
get us
said-
a quote on this, if that's okay with
Yeah, just do
Yes.
10 tables, and then
10 tables.
is that 10? You think 10's enough?
I think 10 would be
10
good.
tables, and then
But,
They're 8
I
foot,
don't know what you're looking at.
10 8
I
foot.
think it says 8 foot. Yeah.
So how much is 10 tables and chairs for how much?
Well, they have on here 6 for $84, and then 48 chairs is 120.
Yeah, so $200. You're getting
Is that-
6 tables and how many chairs?
48.
48.
So
Is that a discounted price because you were getting the tent though?
no? That's their regular price.
Okay.
Yeah, if we have spent a couple $100 on table and chair,
Yeah.
that's no brainer.
So
That's
Marie,
good to
we
have.
want to do 10. How many chairs?
If
So
it's 6, 48.
Well, people are going to bring their own chairs probably
to
to.
watch the
Yeah.
bands. yeah.
So, and I don't.
And I think this
Maybe
is
48's enough.
do we need 10 tables then? Should we
Maybe
just do
48?
8?
Just 8 tables.
8.
I'm sorry.
And so that'd be 6 tables per table, or 6 chairs per table, right? 6 times 8, 48, yeah.
So 8 tables.
So 10 for, that's 3 chairs on each side of the table.
If it's 8 tables, it's 64 chairs.
If you do 8 chairs,
8 tables
And-
is 64 chairs.
if you do 8 chairs per table, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So 64 and 8.
I think that would be good. And then the tables for the setup. Can't we set up the tables closer to like the food area, like make a food area? Because our food trucks are going to be over here,
Yeah.
and then we can, so that people can come and bring their chairs and sit them. Because the tent also, the people putting their chairs and stuff, they had to do it around the tent
yeah.
and then around the table. So if we
Yeah.
can have them just, you can want to be front seat, front row, be front row, and then we do like a little dining area, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do
Oh,
you
yeah.
think?
Yeah, good idea.
We could do like a whole dining area back from where the tent is.
Yeah, and then the people
Or
can sit
over
in the
here.
front, yeah.
I mean, or over
Or
here.
somewhere, yeah, so that people can get their food, eat, and then they can mingle, and
Yeah.
they can leave, if they want to set up their chairs and go to the vendors or whatever, and then come back,
Mhm.
they can do that, I mean, just an idea.
And keep in mind, music's going to start at 2, so
Two.
technically you're going to have probably people
Already, yeah,
sitting up
Yeah.
around there. So
yeah, noon, 1,
I don't think we really need 8 tables. Maybe let's do the 6 and the.
Do the 6 and the 48.
Yeah, let's do 6 and 48,
Okay.
and that's 8
All right.
8 chairs per table.
Yep.
yeah, because people are gonna bring their own stuff.
Okay.
And you have a facility. It's a decent sized facility,
Yeah.
but it's not going to take up a lot of space.
Correct.
And then that's probably our cost, $200,
That'd be good.
more or less.
I'm sorry. Now, if we do set up the tent, if that's what you guys choose to do,
Mhm.
it's not that big a deal for us if we're already setting up the tent to bring the 6 tables and the 48 chairs that we brought last time.
Well, no, just don't worry about that. If we do
Yeah.
that way, you guys don't have to worry about anything but setting up a tent. If we do that, and then we'll
Okay.
have it's $200.
Yeah.
I'm not
We'll
worried
do
about $200.
those.
200.
That way you don't mess up your tables. And,
1,700.
Well, they would be the ones because actually last time we wanted more, and I guess we brought our tables and chairs, and the city had table and chairs that they were going to use, and it ended up being just our table and chairs, and it ended up being
There's-
way more than
yeah,
enough.
there's plenty in there.
Yeah, you know, it ended up being enough, and it ended up being great when it started raining. So I'm saying if we're already bringing the tent, and you wanted us to bring the tables and chairs, we could surely do that.
We'll go ahead and get the estimate on the. I'm sure this is the same, but just check, just in case they were giving us a deal because we had a tent or whatever.
I don't think so. I think that's the regular price because
Okay.
And we'll make a decision next week
Okay.
whether just do the tent and your chairs, or just their chairs, or maybe you do your chairs and tables. And we'll settle that on Monday the 2nd.
Yes, sir.
All
Thank you.
right. Any objections?
I agree. If he's willing, then we can help with tables and chairs
Moving on.
at the same time.
We're already
Potties.
bringing the tent.
Porta potties. Now this, unfortunately, we have to do
That's
this.
it. We gotta do it.
No wiggle room out of this.
Bowls and stuff.
Porta potties.
So this is 610, and this is for 2 toilets and 1 handicap, right?
Yep.
And then 1 sink.
Yep. The Bravo sink. Yep.
That's what we had last time.
Yep.
right?
This is what we had last time.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what we had last time for holidays.
It was fine, right?
Yep.
I make a motion.
Well, hold on.
Do I make what?
I noticed it's porta potty. Is that the only vendor that does these?
I was gonna say, is there
This
any
is the
other
one
vendor-
that the city
vendors?
uses because they get a discount.
Oh, okay. I see they're taking some stuff off.
Yeah.
I don't know if we priced other vendors to see if the discount is.
Actually, that we got charged $700 for the holidays.
Oh, so this is even better than
actually
before.
cheaper.
Okay, we'll go ahead then.
I make a motion to.
Hold on, sorry.
Well, I'll open discussion. Give me a second. Yeah.
I make a motion to approve this invoice. The
I second.
610 for the porta potties.
I second.
Okay, got a motion second. Any further discussion?
I do. How many porta potty rentals are we're paying $150 for 1 porta potty?
No.
One full.
It says portable rental.
So I guess it's 140 for 2,
amount
so there's-
is 300.
Oh no, it's 3. So they're 150 a piece. You're getting $10 less, or 140 a piece.
Okay, but at that point, why not just get 3 handicap rentals for the same amount?
Because we don't need 3 handicap.
But they're nicer. And there are handicapped people out there. And the toilet seats are usually higher.
Well, she does have a point. They're only 150. There's $10 more for handicap. Then you have
And they're nicer.
$10 more. Handicap is 200.
50 off.
It's
Oh,
50.
50 off is 150.
So you're paying 150 for handicap, 140 for regular. I agree. Just get 3 handicaps. And you get a little bit more roomier in there. And then
It's more handicap friendly, more handicap accessible. The handicap ones because they have the grab bars. God forbid someone needs a grab bar, and the toilet seats are usually higher than the other seats, and it's just easier to use.
I don't care.
I don't
I
care.
don't spend time in the porta potty.
I don't care.
yeah,
It is what it is.
they are more
We need
roomy.
to- we'll have to ask Marie to get an updated quote on that.
But I would still agree to spend the $630 then.
Yeah, 610 or 630. I mean, if only if they're nicer, I don't remember looking at one. Like I said, I don't go unless I have to.
They're larger, spacious. It's easier to bring a family into the handicap stall.
Yeah, if you had a kid
And
with you to
we're
help.
trying to be family friendly,
Yeah.
so all the way around, for the price difference of $10, I would definitely say
Yeah,
get 3 of the handicap.
That's a
instead
no-brainer.
of the other one.
Yeah.
yeah. And then if you got,
That discount.
I mean, it's
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have
It's
her
the same,
check.
yeah.
If they honor the discount for 3 of them. The handicap may also have the sinks in them, so then you wouldn't need a sink. But
yeah. So let's do this. Do you want to amend the motion to allow if it's for we go with it as is, but if we can get all 3 handicap toilets just for another $20 to take it $630.
I amend the motion if we can get 3 handicaps for $630, and if not, we keep it as is, $610 for 2 regular porta potties, and 1 handicap.
I would second that.
But the second's already there. Is the second good with the amendment? Okay, so any further discussion? Any public comment? Seeing none, put a vote on favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We have porta potties now. Moving on to jumping jacks, bounce houses. So Christine has got this estimate, and I believe that's what you said before, is $500 for the three.
For the three
flames and one generator. And
it includes, they have their own insurance, they will get the addendum for
city,
the city to be additionally insured. They have waivers.
and they're going to run it, or we?
No, I am working with the college
Okay.
to bring with the professor.
And they all are going to roll up into that insurance policy that I guess that they have.
The volunteers.
So let's say you get me, young kid out of college, and I'm going to run that, and I molest a child. Is there any indemnity on the city? Because they don't work for the,
Do you have something that if one of your vendors molests a child, that it comes back on the city?
yeah,
There's insurance. The chamber.
Chamber has insurance.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm asking a question because if it's not them, if it's not Jumping Jacks Bounce Houses running the thing, and you're getting volunteers or whatever, who's responsible for those volunteers? If it's the city, we need to know that because that's important information. Or if it's rolling up under their insurance, then we don't have to worry about it. I think we're good. But if something happens, or they're texting on the phone and a kid falls off the top of the slide and breaks his neck,
it falls on jumping jacks.
But
Technically, I'll repeat that.
I don't know the answer to that. But if there was an attendant there, that attendant is supposed to, let's say that there's horseplay going
They're
on and
signing
somebody
waivers?
sees him jumping up and down and the attendant's on his phone or whatever, and they push it back to that attendant.
There's waivers and liabilities that the parents sign.
From
So
jumping
the parents
jacks?
are still there.
Right, but
Yes, they
but
still have-
again, when they sign that waiver, they're under the impression that there's a certain amount of a supervision that's happening to prevent those things from happening. So if I was a parent and I signed a waiver that if something happened on there, I'm taking responsibility, but then I've got witnesses that see that the attendant there was,
Usually the parents are still.
again, that doesn't mean that they have to be.
I will have to get.
It
a
only
copy
takes
of
one
the waiver.
lawsuit to cause a huge problem. And so we just need to make sure that, and I'm not saying anything will happen. But you got to plan on something happening.
And also,
Well, I don't have an answer for that.
Okay,
So.
if we can find an answer to that.
and what are the sizes of the inflatables? Because we need them for the dimensions because we're tight already where we're going to put them.
And there's not room for
Yeah, and I'm
three.
trying to figure out where you're putting them because I'm not sure they can go on mulch and other stuff. So I have to figure
What's
out.
grass back there?
Yeah.
Is it grass?
It's grass. Yeah.
Grass.
I think there's probably
they're not
plenty of
gonna
space.
fit three. There's no way they're gonna fit three back there.
You guys,
Well,
there is
well,
plenty of
well, depending on
room
what they
at
are.
Waterfront Park.
It depends on what they are.
To
There's
have-
only if it's the obstacle course and it's over 40 feet, they're only gonna be able to get two in there.
Remember, it's Waterfront Park, but we have over 50 vendors. We have
Food trucks.
Food trucks. We have to have 15 spaces between them. We have the
If you
pavilion.
don't want it, then don't have it.
No,
I'm just
nobody can
saying,
have
like,
it.
Look,
all
I
you're
said we
getting
can
is
have
pushback
two.
on these inflatables.
We could definitely do
I don't
two.
need the headache.
We could definitely do two. We just need to
But
know
we
the
need to know
footprint.
what the size of them are.
We just need to know size.
We have a space for them, but we need because we have parking. We have everything.
Is the obstacle course 40 foot?
I will double check online. I know we looked it up last time. With the size of the park, there shouldn't be an issue of finding space or planning for them to go.
We have the space dedicated, but it wasn't in the back like we originally planned. They moved it to keep it next to the playground and try to make it even a better spot for the kids to congregate. So they're
How
trying
close to the road is that?
It's way off
It's
the
not
road.
Way off the road. Yeah.
It's a good spot for it. Like I said, the playground's there, so they got the playground equipment, and it just keeps everything so you don't got kids everywhere.
That's a good idea. I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So you're trying to fit the three of them
Over there by
up
the playground.
over by the.
Because where we originally were going to have them also, that's vendor parking.
Yeah.
And then we also have Tarpon Springs Fishing Club is doing their kids clinic, fishing
Oh,
Up
clinic,
there
yeah,
too,
yeah,
yeah.
and that's going to be in that secure area. So
Okay.
they have their stuff there for the fishing. We have the vendor parking.
Are they doing the fishing in the lake?
No, they're
No, it's the dock, right?
The dock.
So that's on the
Yeah.
opposite side. Yeah. So
Yeah, and then the vendors are, and then the fire truck is there
Yeah.
too, right? Yeah. So we have all the logistics.
And then I
You have-
actually, when I talk, I have some stuff to talk to you
So,
about too.
Christina, we got the 3 inflatables. Is one of them the obstacle course? That
Well,
was-
we discussed an obstacle, a slide, and the 3 games, which I think it goes in a circle.
Okay.
Yeah, we just need the sizes. I mean, if we could fit all 3 in there because of the size, then yeah, but if we really
Um,
need the sizes.
I'm looking. Well, how much space is over there? So I would need to know because you guys decided on that, and I have no idea what you decided on.
it's do you know where the playground is in Waterford Park?
Yes.
So you come in, the playground's there, and it pretty much goes almost up to where the water is. It's on the back side, in between that and there's tree line there, right?
I don't know.
All
I'm
along
not
back through
familiar
there.
with that space. I don't think there's really any space back there.
There's
so-
we just cleaned up
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
It's a lot more. There's a lot more
There's
space
a
you
lot
think it
more
is.
space.
There's a lot of trees.
Well, no, they're all
No,
they're all the
there's
way
not.
back. It's wide open. It's just grass.
And
I'll
they,
have to
and
go-
Public
I'll have
Works
to go
is
over there
gonna
and look
trim
at it.
back and
Yeah, they're gonna
we just
trim the
need to know
trees and
how
stuff
big
over
they
there.
are.
Yeah.
Go over there and
Go
look
check
at
it out and kind of map out and see what you. If you can fit 3 in there,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
I think she can. So
I think I can.
are you're talking about? So you got the dog park way in the back.
Wait,
Yeah.
so where are we going to park the additional cars? Are they going to be up?
Parking around there.
They're gonna be from the dog park, so that area, this is all gonna be parking all here,
Where's the dog park at?
right there.
Also to the side of the. So parking is going to be all alongside the dog park.
Like all
Yeah.
where it says parking, all
Yeah.
this.
Okay, so we're. Is that a?
I just have that roped off so they can
For the
rope it off.
Yeah, but is that a walkway? I guess.
Yeah, they're-
So it's basically on the north side of the walkway.
Yeah.
All that is all good.
Yeah.
Okay. That walkway goes along there. All this space here.
Yeah, yeah,
Christina, you want to see the space?
yeah.
An
There's
idea?
I'll pass it over.
and even there's space behind the dog park too, isn't there?
Parking, no?
No, they're not going past the dog park.
They're not going, no,
Oh, no,
because
yeah.
that's like,
So you could probably get a little more space back behind the dog park too. I don't know what it is.
well, the problem, what the problem is if it's high tide, the water comes up over there.
Oh, it does.
So that was what Public Works was
I'll have
concerned
to go
about,
there and
that
see.
Yeah, there.
if it was high
there's quite
tide,
a
there'd be
bit of
water
room in
over there in that back area.
And there's a
We
road
have a
right
swimming
here.
pool.
Yeah,
If it gets hot, we
That's a
just go
4th
in
feature.
I know.
there.
Added feature, water feature. Water balloon fight.
Is that an extra copy? Could she keep that?
Do you need
That
this?
was my copy, but that's fine. I can get another one.
I got one in the car. I'll give you after the meeting.
You want this one?
Yeah, I'll
I
give
took
you
a
mine.
picture of it. I don't need any more extra
Oh, you got it?
papers.
So you got an idea where it's at. Just kind of go over there and check it out.
Where we were using here, that's where the water comes in. This
I know it's a spot, but I
this
wasn't
is
sure.
where the water comes in.
Right, see on the, like, right over here,
Ah,
right
okay.
over there.
So yeah, here. She said right over here.
Well, there's trees and stuff there.
Yeah.
I was talking about. She's almost got it all the way over there anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe just a little
And
space.
this too close to the water.
And you could. Well, you could probably go a little closer if you barricade it off. You could probably pick up a little space there. Because, like I said, we're going to shut that
Yeah,
path down.
and they're
aren't we?
gonna, we talked about this too, they're gonna block off like up around the lagoon too, so if we need to go towards the lagoon more, we can.
Yeah, so you have a little more space towards the
Yeah.
lagoon there too.
Just
Yeah.
But if they're
what we
super
need.
big, it's really only gonna fit 2.
I think the only
We
big
can
one is
angle them and
the only big
I'll
one you
figure it
have
out.
is the obstacle
obstacle
course.
course.
The slide is big, but it's tall,
Yeah.
and then the game
I
thing
think
probably is. So I think. you
And
probably
we can
fit.
even angle it along with the trees, how the trees come around and maybe like angle it down sideways. Make that whole section
Okay, so
I'll take care of it.
if based on size, does somebody want to make a motion to approve this?
Well, we wanna see size and then
Yeah, we want to see what it is first.
The size is,
What
you
you call
guys.
it? Wait, the question
You
had
can't
for the
come with a
waiver.
document with no information on it and expect the municipality and a committee to make a decision on something
we
that has
discussed
just
this
this.
last time. Okay, the obstacle course. So do you have the size and feet and dimensions of this?
Of that area?
Yeah.
I was told to provide it to Public Works and they were going to measure it, which you did not bring with you.
I do. I have it right here.
What are the dimensions?
All right. So we discussed this last time.
Well, last time you weren't here because it was
Time before that.
time for that. Yeah.
I know they have 100-foot one, but that looks like it's connected with the slides attached.
Well,
to
I
that
don't
one.
understand. You just get to pick whatever 3 you want.
Yeah.
Is it? Any 3 is $500. That's what it's.
Yes, he said an obstacle,
let's
a
pick it.
slide, and
Okay. So it's not that they're giving you for $500, this is what you can have. We get to pick?
yeah, that's what we
Okay,
discussed.
so let's go to jumping jacks.
Well, so you could probably get a little. If you want 3 and you need more space, you could probably get a little shorter obstacle
Yes.
course. Okay.
Oh, Justin.
We can fit 3 things in there.
Yeah.
Just by adjusting.
So why don't I mean? Do we need to know exactly what they are?
On that piece sheet of paper, how the trees go
I
around
mean,
in a
ideally,
circle, you could put the slide angled this way instead of blocking it off horizontally. You can put it diagonal as it comes around the circle right here. And then you can put another one here, and then you can put the other
Well,
one.
let's
over
do
here.
this. I think we're okay with the price. There's just a little ambiguity on if we can. I mean, if we get 3 inflatables in there with a generator for $500, and you pick whatever you want, and it actually fits in the area and it works, I say we just make that decision Monday, and that gives you.
Or we can make the motion now, and as long as the 3
Well, I
fits.
don't think the rest of us comfortable without knowing what it is.
Well, the space is 100 by 15 by 100-foot length by 15 feet wide and 20 feet height, which that actually includes the slide and the obstacle.
You have that
What was
question
it? What-
too, the waiver.
What was it? Yeah, and I got the waiver question too. Obviously, we got.
Can't do that.
The 100 feet in length, 15 foot wide, and 20 feet height. But that's the slide
Okay, the height
and the
doesn't matter. So 100
inflatable.
by 15 is our footprint for the obstacle course.
Well, that's for the obstacle and the slide.
The
There-
what? I'm sorry?
They're together,
If you look at this one,
right?
these ones are put together right
Right.
here. They attach.
The whole thing is 100 by 15.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or you can separate it.
This big thing. This is the one?
Well, that one, I would have that separated. So we would do the obstacle and then the slide.
Oh, it would be all together. It'd be
the
set.
total
I
footprint for
got you.
those two
So this is-
combined.
This
You can
is
take it apart.
2 of them.
Mhm.
It probably splits in half.
Oh,
Yeah.
so this, so one obstacle course, this one, and then one more stuff.
No. This is 2 pieces. So the slide is a separate piece.
I
You
would
put
put
them
the
together,
slide
or
on
you
one
can separate.
side and then put
But-
the,
You put them
So-
right next to each other.
Right, but for 3 inflatables, is this considered 2 or is this just 1?
I would say that, okay, let me go back. Okay, so they have a 40-foot retro obstacle course, which is 45 feet long by 12 feet wide, which looks bigger than that.
This? I'm confused.
That's the airdrop.
So I think the question is that 1 or 2?
Okay, so there's this one. It's the Baja obstacle,
But she says it.
and if I click on that, view product,
That's 2.
You and I are gonna have to go over this. That's not
hotspot still on. Okay, so this one is 50 feet by 14 feet by 16 feet high.
Say that again.
50 feet by 14 feet by 16 feet high, and that's an obstacle.
Yeah, that's half the footprint of the other one.
Correct. And then let me go click on the slides.
Right.
Oh,
That's the obstacle, and they have different obstacles. And
So
then the slide. That's the double slide. There are multiple slides, but for an example, this slide is 30 feet in length, 17 feet wide, and 16 feet tall. 30 feet in length, 17 feet wide, and 16 feet height. So
So,
that's a 16-foot purple water.
yeah, so here's what I would suggest. Go look at the park, get your measurements, figure out what 3 you want, bring them back for the meeting
Okay.
and show us how it's going to fit and what they are, and then we should be able to move forward on that. And actually solve the puzzle about
The dilemma
your
is,
workers. Good.
And we can get photos of the actual
Yeah,
ones.
if you need public health, reach out to Don. Or Public Works, reach out to Don and go over there to help figure out if that'll fit in there, or how they can lay it out, or whatever.
Yeah.
From stakes and whatever they need.
They don't need stakes.
Whatever they need.
Nothing. A generator.
I don't know what all.
How
Goes
does it
into
hold
that.
it down?
Huh?
How does it stay down?
They have probably those things.
I mean,
Right.
they got something
Stake
that
it,
sticks in the ground.
Yeah, probably like on the side. They always have those things.
Right?
The ropes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, they blow up.
I'm not putting it together.
Right. Well, just find out what they need, and then like I said, Public Works can help you. Maybe there's.
Is there one that you guys like better than the other one? That's jumpandjackbouncehouses.com for an obstacle course.
Personally, I don't care as long as the kids are going to like it. I'm not going to be in it, so
Okay.
I would. This is your baby.
All right.
So bring back what you think would be the most fun for the kids, and it fits in there. And
Just have a solid plan, like this is the bounce house, because that's another thing. If you,
We're not going to bounce house.
whatever, obstacle course, if you have 3 of them,
Huge difference.
whatever. If you have 3 of them, then if they don't have it and then it comes that day, you never know. So just, if you can come with what we're getting for 500.
Sure.
I think we're there. We just need the details so
Know
we can
exactly which ones.
we don't move forward and find out they come to set it up and it doesn't fit.
Exactly. Or if it's a different one, they don't have that one available.
Right. And then we can lock it in.
Or if it's 3 inflatables, it's 500, and then all of a sudden we get the purple one and the blue one, and now it's 1,000.
No, the prices.
Yeah, well, he's working a deal. Sounds like just
Yeah.
whatever you guys want. We're going to give you $500 for 3 things, which that's great. I appreciate him doing
Yeah,
that.
it's very nice,
That's
actually.
good. Yeah.
So
Very nice.
we just got to make sure we can get it in there and safely usher kids in and out of it.
Absolutely.
Anything else on Jumpin' Jacks? Anything else on Seafood Festival?
So I got just a couple things. So I thought because we're learning as we're doing these events,
Right.
we're going to stake off for where the vendors are. So I just wanted to know, I was thinking blue was going to be for the food trucks or the food vendors, and then probably orange for like sponsors, and then, or the regular vendors, so I didn't know what you guys thought about what color for what.
I love the stake. Like, so each vendor spot is going to have a
Right,
stake.
and then you can give
You
them
put
a
that like right
number.
where the middle of the tent
Yeah.
should be?
Yeah, and then Caroline can give them a number instead of them having to like find us when they pull in, and she can tell them the day before, your number is X, and then they can just go and find their spot in the field. And we'll go out on Friday, and put them all out.
That'd be great. So, whatever colors you
Are
think.
you
So we
okay with
have,
whatever? So I was
Yeah.
thinking, we got our sponsors are gonna have tents,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna make them a different color.
I assume they would but then-
Right. Well, Hidden Creek definitely, because
Yeah,
there's
Hidden Creek,
definitely
sure.
Hidden Creek, and then the fishing tournament
tour-
people,
yeah, sponsor.
even though they're not a sponsor, but they're still
Right.
kind of a sponsor.
Yes, sponsors. We have food trucks, then food tents and drink tents,
Mhm.
and then non-food vendors. So I have 3 categories that I divide them in.
Okay. So do you want to do all the food blue, or
Whatever color you think we should do, we'll do. I just have 3 and then the sponsor. So 4
So
or whatever you think.
what? I'm open to whatever. So whatever
What do
you guys think.
I don't care the color. I mean,
I don't
You have
care.
3 colors, you mean?
well, just like what? Okay, sponsor color. What's the sponsor color?
We'll do the orange,
Orange. Okay. Food truck.
blue.
Okay.
Craft green?
Craft and regular non-food vendors are green.
Green.
Oh, then
Or should we do the pink because that's going to be easier to see in the field?
We have more
And
non-food.
food vendors.
Yeah.
pink probably.
Pink.
Probably the pink. Okay.
Pink, and then green for the green for the food tent drink.
Yep.
Food tent. Oh my God, drink. That's great. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And then the numberings, well,
Are you wanting to differentiate between the food tents?
Or do you just want all the food blue?
no, we want to differentiate. Are they in different areas or because
Well, the food trucks are going to be
Food
along
trucks
the
are going to be along the
perimeter.
road.
right, and then the food. Yeah, we should have a different color.
Okay.
A color just in case. So my mind works that way. So green, and then I can tell them this is where you guys are at.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going to kind of try to, I guess, scatter,
Yes.
or you're going to keep all the food together.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a beverage tent, like we have 3 lemonades, so I would like to see if we could put a lemonade by the kids,
Mm-hmm.
so the kids can have a lemonade.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah. So just do if you're a food vendor, do the green.
yeah.
Non-food truck.
Non-food truck vendor.
Yeah. Okay.
Green.
No, okay, yeah, food tent, drink, green.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So food trucks are blue, food tents are green, sponsors are orange, and regular vendors are pink.
And then the
Do we need to buy these steaks? I guess, or
I got it.
Huh?
I got it.
we,
We'll take care of it.
you don't have to buy steaks.
No, we'll take care of it. Don't worry about it.
You must got a stash, I guess.
Um,
Old fence or something you tore down.
so for the numberings, do I just assign them numbers?
Yeah,
And
and then
then
we'll figure out
I'll
what we're
tell
going to put
you
them on
what number
Friday.
they
Yeah.
are. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I just stuck these on here so you guys could see them.
I love that.
And then I actually Mod Podge the numbers on there so they don't peel.
I'm just gonna
Because,
do
you know, I
one
gotta
through
see
whatever
Mod
they are.
Podge. Oh, is that like that
Yeah.
coating or whatever?
I didn't put them
Okay,
on the back
so
of this one, but
numbers.
this one I did.
Can we hire her?
Yeah,
Oh, kind of unofficially.
yeah, indirectly.
All brochures, flyers, and
Everything
markers.
set up.
Yeah, those are awesome colors.
That'd be a great idea.
Yeah, I hand painted these too.
Well, yeah, but unfortunately
can't
ours
do
are on
steaks.
concrete, so we can't do steaks.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas?
We got to
for
do
that?
chalk.
Chalk. Yeah,
Chalk.
that's what we're doing.
So Sal and I met with Public Works and Utilities on Friday. We did kind of a walkthrough, and we went over like the time, what time we think somebody should be there. With the vendors coming in at 8, we told Public Works to make sure that somebody was there by 8:30 in case there's any issues, and then they can stagger staff in because they're going to have staff out there for the entire event.
Okay.
I just have on here the porta potty delivery. What we talked about as far as like what they were going to do, and what we were going to do. Our action items were these stakes, where we were going to color them, and how they were going to be laid out. One of the things that came up from the last event was vendors that had generators were running out of gas, and they were asking Public Works to refill their generators. So if there's anybody that has gas, can you please make sure that they come prepared? And if anybody has a tent, to please make sure that they come prepared with their tent, because they were also asking for help with the tent.
Help
and
putting their tent up?
help putting their tent up, and then they were missing things, and they were asking for stakes and things like that. So
Yeah,
if they could
yeah,
please-
Yeah, make
Yeah.
sure that there
Yeah.
is
Thank
no
you.
help.
Yeah, no help.
The signage, what we talked about, so that parking area, Daryl actually suggested that we make that parking area in the back for vendors and all golf carts over there, because the concern was where the trees are, that it might be not hard for cars to get in and out, but he's thinking that there'd be people that would be careless and possibly running into the trees or backing into the fence. So his suggestion back over here.
Well, the dog park.
So Daryl's suggestion was to use that for vendor parking, because people weren't going to be
Right.
going in and out, and also golf cart parking because they're more maneuverable and
Agreed.
smaller.
That's a great idea.
So that was Daryl's idea to do that. They're going to remove the 2 curb stops. When you go into the park, there's the big tree right by the playground. So where we had talked about, they're going to remove those 2 curb stops. We're going to use that as an in and out, and then we're going to have the other side also for parking.
And maybe when they remove those, we could probably put 2 barricades on your side to kind of.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to do. Then on the south side, they're going to take back So it's like more like a straight line where all that brush is, so we can back more cars in. And then they're going to bring some fill in to raise it up because there's a drop off back there. So they're going to go ahead and do that, and then they're going to finish trimming the rest of the trees. They did stump grind quite a bit of the area.
Okay, good.
So that was already done. So there's like 3 stumps that they removed and ground down.
Oh,
Then
nice.
when we were there on Friday, they were actually grading it out and raking it out, so it's flat now. They're going to coordinate with fire department to hose down the road because it was very, very dusty, to hose down the road and also the fields. But before that, I asked if they could please treat for fire ants this week
Yes.
and next week.
Okay.
Or the week
Was that an issue? We have some fire
Yes.
issues?
That
They
was
were
such an
all
issue
over
for
the
the
place.
vendors.
Yes.
I mean, that was a bad issue, yeah.
So
Those are nasty.
I said 2 treatments if possible, one this week, midweek, and then one if they were able to do that.
Okay.
Also, rake up and remove any loose branches because they have been doing some work in there. And if there's going to be kids in there, we just don't want anybody tripping or getting hurt on them. They're going to add mulch to the playground area. And also there were some existing broken curb stops that they said that they're going to try and get replaced also while they're there, as well as setting up, all the garbage and then preparing, the barricades and the cones and everything. So I think they're good to go.
Awesome. I appreciate you coordinating.
No problem.
Yeah.
And
I still had time to make pretty steaks.
right. I made and did my regular job too that I
yeah.
get paid for.
Wow. Superhero. All right.
And flyers for the fishing.
I know.
tournament.
The list goes on.
Everything.
I know.
So, real quick, I did send an email over with exactly everything with the 3 inflatables. The obstacle is 30 by 10 feet, slide is 30 by 15, and the game is 15 by 8.
Oh, read it one more time. So 30-10 is the obstacle?
30 by 10 feet, the slide is 30 by 15, and the game is 15 by 8. And I have photos included in the email that I sent to Sal Lacari.
So yeah, based on those numbers, you're probably good for 3, I would think, because the 100 by 15 encapsulates that entire 3, right? 30, 60, 75. Yeah. So that sounds like it would work.
So photos that I emailed them.
Who you said Sam?
Yes, but I can also
Once
show
we have
you.
maybe Public Works take that data and see if it lays out okay over there, then we'll be good. And then
They can use the wheel too and wheel it out too.
Yeah, so that we have-
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
That's what I was gonna do with this.
there you go.
thank you. Is that what you said it was?
Yes, he emailed
You
it
didn't
to
even
me.
take it home with you. Oh, it's right here to me. Okay.
Get it done.
Anything else on the seafood festival? I'm excited about it.
It's had a lot of shares on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Well,
I
it's-
did update that post too. The trio
oh, good.
from
Okay,
the
yeah.
duo. I put formerly known as the
Okay,
duo.
yeah, good idea. All right, cool. So all that's locked in. Like I said, our money situation should be good. I think especially for saving on 10, I think we're going to be perfect. The music came out to, the DJ was 400. Yeah, so we're at 2,400 total.
Yep.
So we're 100 under budget for the music.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll probably come out with about $5,000 left in the kitty. Anything else on that? All right, moving on to item number 2, updated Boom on the Bayou sponsorship packet. I'm guessing we have
It was just those changes that we talked about.
so we need to approve it.
I had Bestie instead of Betsy Ross.
Bessie Ross?
Bestie, the Bestie Ross.
Yeah.
And then updating the 90 to 30 on the logo.
And it was changed.
The one thing in there, I can't remember if we talked about it or not, but in there it talks about sponsorship being 90 days.
That
Yeah,
was it.
she
Yeah,
changed
we
it.
changed it to 30.
Okay, so 30. Okay.
Yep, from 90 to 30, and it's in this one too. So the seafood festival now says 30.
Okay.
That now says 30.
Awesome.
Yep.
Anything else on that?
Just need to approve it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, approve on, yeah. I make a motion to approve the sponsorship packet for Boom on the Bayou.
Okay.
I second.
I have a second. Any further discussion? Public comment? Seeing none, put a vote on in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. So if we can get that to go out to all the businesses, preparing them to hopefully get engaged in that so we can start getting those sponsorships in.
Was that emailed to us when?
With the agenda?
Yeah, it's not in the packet on the website, so
No,
it
but
might
it's
came
on
an
the
email.
agenda. Yeah.
I know, I'm looking, I don't have it.
It's pretty much the same as we had last year, same levels and everything.
I'm
We
good
just-
with
we
that.
just-
I was just wanting to try to get a copy of it.
Yeah, it's on the packet. We just had to tweak a couple things.
And then this is the flyer. This is the Boom on the Bayou flyer.
That was the old one. I mean, I could update it.
And the city's
I don't know,
budgeted-
but
What do you mean
I
it's the old
was-
one?
10
That's
grand
the
for
one that we've
fireworks.
been using.
Yeah, it's
I think.
nice.
Okay.
So that's, I just want to know.
It's just not as frou-frou as our other ones, so it was.
At least.
And I think that
We've
we've already got
just been
that
using
locked
it.
in
I can
with the
change.
vendor.
I
I
can
think
change that.
we're all good there. So all the
Yeah, I can
I
all the
just wanna know so I
sponsorship
can
stuff that
start
comes in,
posting it.
I can change
So,
that.
okay.
freight all
And
the
then-
costs.
I do have a question on the vendors, so that I know and I know how to handle that. It's at night. It's from 6. I'm letting vendors know it's from 6 to 9:30, and the reason why I said 9:30 is because the fireworks are at 9. So at 9:30 is when the fireworks are done, because the fireworks are 23 minutes, I think.
Well, say like 9:15-ish, so like if they get a late start, because remember they had an
Okay.
issue the last time and we
Okay.
started a little late.
So I said 9:30
like
for the vendors,
9:15.
so they have time for the people. I can put 9:30 that they end, but that if the fireworks gets delayed to stay until people
Yeah.
start leaving the
Yeah,
park.
they don't break down until the people start leaving. the park.
Breakdown. Okay, and then I do have a question on the vendors. We want food, and then just so that I know what I'm looking at, because I don't want just. Is this something that we want a lot of vendors in, or we just want limited? How are we
I
doing?
would
Limited.
say.
Limited. And what type of vendors do we want? Like crafts. I know we want
Pizza.
pizza. You know what? I've been looking for a pizza.
There is a
Food truck.
pizza
food truck,
food truck, a really
remember?
good one too.
Oh, wasn't there the one at the
In the
Well, no, they had it for the car show.
The car show, right?
It didn't happen over there at the
Yeah.
What car show?
The one
one we were going to
did
have at
on-
Honda.
The one we were gonna
The
have at Honda,
Halloween
the
one.
Centennial one.
They had pizza.
They had a
Yeah.
pizza food truck. Yeah, it was.
I missed that one.
Yep.
Car
Well, because
show
it was
pizza.
it was there at the Honda dealer, and the car show wasn't at the Honda dealer anymore.
Oh, well,
That
that's
was
why I
that
missed
was
it.
yeah. Cheryl was kind of involved in all that. So
Okay, so pizza. I agree with Troy on that pizza. Like that's a good
Pizza
idea.
ice cream. We want
Pizza, ice
definitely
cream.
Kona ice because
Yes.
they're always there.
And she did say she was going to participate a little bit more, things like that. So Kona Ice,
if somebody that sells like those light up things, like
yes, light up.
light up bracelets or whatever those little
Yeah.
things are, yeah. Just because that field gets full with people sitting
We
out
do
there. So.
have. Let me just see real quick.
and to be honest with you, they're probably more so there just to see the fireworks and
Yeah.
food. So really, I don't know that.
Vendors, right? Like
Yeah.
to sell. Right now I have 4.
And it's gonna be hot.
And keep in mind too, so it's not on a second Saturday.
No.
So it's
It's
they're
on
still
a
having their
Sunday.
market at the thing. So it's you really just need to kind of get a few food trucks and
Yeah, I
And-
literally have, and that's why I want to know to manage. I have a doctor. She wants a chiropractic. She wants to, I guess, advertise.
that's fine.
AT&T, and then I have 1 food truck. Completely forgot what she was doing. 1 food truck and then 1 other crafter.
So it's only got like 4 or 5 signups.
I only have 4 signups, but it's pretty good. Let me just check real quick. What is this food truck? Oh, she is Godly Squeeze Lemonade. So we got lemonade.
Okay, good.
But I'll work on the pizza because that's important. And
It'd be nice if you had to reach out to
Hot
Festy
dog.
Flavors and see
Yeah.
if they
Festy-
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the corn guy, yeah.
Festy flavors. So let me put.
because he does that ice and then the popcorn and pork rinds.
I was thinking hot dogs too, like the hot dogs guy.
Hot dogs
The
are
Easy
okay.
Dogs guy.
Easy dog.
Or
There's
somebody
actually
else. Oh,
we
there's
had another
another one,
one.
right?
We had Woo Dogs. He was really good, and he
Is
was
he the one that was at the last one?
Yes.
Yeah.
and it was good and it was feasible. And also, I'm pretty sure he'll do it. I'm not 100% sure, but Georgia Boy. It's
Well,
food and
well,
barbecue.
Barbecue, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to let him know exactly to secure that date. Okay, just so that I have an idea. Perfect. And limit number of vendors. How many vendors?
10.
10?
That including food? Or are you talking
What was
outside
50?
food?
Sorry.
Didn't you say there was 50 already?
No, that's for
No,
seafood.
that's for
This
seafood
room on the bayou.
Okay.
I just want to know before they start.
We're not gonna have a
setting
big
up.
craft show.
Yeah,
for
we don't.
that.
Gotcha.
So select it on what they are, and then you say 10 or
10, 12. I mean, what do we think is a good number?
Was it?
Because the people sit in the field, so I don't want to take up a lot of
Right.
room in the.
no. I know. Yeah.
I think it's you just and then 10 or 12 vendors and then whatever the food is.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds
10 or 12 vendors, and then food.
Food trucks. Yeah.
maybe just say max of 15.
Yeah.
Max 15 of everything.
Total.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Max 15.
Oh, well, I was saying 15
Total, right?
vendors. No, that's if you
15 vendors plus food trucks.
if you say everything food trucks 20
Okay.
because they're going to go around the perimeter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So everything with food truck 20.
I have
Perfect.
a-
Great idea.
I have a question.
Yep.
May seem kind of like a silly question, but this is Sunday.
Yep.
And I understand the fireworks wouldn't begin till 9 p.m.
dusk. Yeah,
But is there a reason why
it's on
we
Sunday.
wouldn't capitalize this and start earlier? I mean, like 1 o'clock and come spend a day at the park and
It's
Well, you
just
could,
too much.
but most people don't show up till fireworks. I mean, if you wanted, I mean,
if I was a vendor, right?
well,
Yeah.
right. But if you got people there to buy your stuff, but if
do.
and so the only draw would be more or less the food trucks.
Opening that window length of time, because if I'm a food truck and I'm coming out to an event just for 2 hours, I would rather, and I'm having to set up anyways, I would rather want to be there earlier and longer with the potential of making.
Well, the vendors can get in at 4. The park opens usually.
And we could open the park earlier.
That
So
doesn't
that's what I'm saying. Here it says park opens at 6. So basically you got 3 hours of that's it. If we started earlier and had a little longer window of time, might be beneficial.
Are we going to have music?
It says music.
So we haven't locked that in yet, but
I mean, what do you think? Do you guys like to have maybe music and then end with fireworks? Because we did that, then it makes sense to open it up and
That would be nice. I mean,
like I said, we could probably get a band, $1,000.
I'm thinking
Well,
if we're already planning this big event, but it's only for a couple of hours. I mean,
Might as well capitalize on it.
yeah.
I don't think so. I think
do
the
a
6
5K
to,
race
I
in
think
the
the 6 to
morning.
9 at 9:30 is enough.
Just fireworks.
Yep, just the fireworks because people literally were walking in right before
Oh,
the
right. That'd be
fireworks.
great.
I
That's
mean,
true.
I show up at
there was
8:45.
literally the park was completely empty until about 8:30, and then people started.
And that
coming
was a
in.
centennial.
Yeah, and even the year before it was the same thing. Like 8:30, people started coming in. There was maybe 20 people in the field earlier than that. That's just because we kept saying that parking was limited. So there was
But
There
what
was not a lot of people
activities
there.
did you have to do?
Just DJ and
DJ.
Yeah, but there was no activities to do.
Right.
So why would people come earlier? There's no inflatables. There's no games. There's not.
and that would be something that,
But it's going to be
I was going to say it in Spanish, but there is something that you would want that.
Yeah.
That's, I like that idea. And then that would incentivize.
Yeah, incentivize them to
danger.
come earlier, spend the day, spend more money, get more food, and also Mr. Hubbard was talking about possible fishing tournament that day.
So-
We can have a
Okay,
5K
we're
race
not-
that day.
So
I was gonna come through the wall, but I figured I'd just come through the door. You guys are forgetting that it's going to be a 98 to 100 degree day easy without breaking a sweat.
It's true.
So you're not going to get anyone to come into that park until
Last minute.
The last minute.
Okay.
Mhm.
We've done this several years, several times, and no one's going to come in that park at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's just not going to happen.
Like I said,
Not
it's
to sit-
probably a stupid question.
And not to sit there in the middle of the sun. You got a big open field.
Yeah.
It's going to be way too hot.
Yes.
And, and then by the time you want anyone to stay, they're just going to turn around and leave.
Well, let me ask you this.
I understand.
Because we start 6, right? That's traditionally when we started. What if we just start at 5? You still think it's just give them an extra hour to sell food and stuff?
It gives
You
them
can give
4
them
hours.
You can give them an extra hour, but you're still not going to see a return. No one. They all start coming into the park, about 8 o'clock, quarter after 8.
Because they know about fireworks. They don't know about any other activities.
Well,
I'm not gonna bring my kids.
we've told them several years about all the other activities, but you want to try and bring them in an hour early, that's fine. But it's going to be a very hot day. It's going to be very hot. And right now you're planning events. This is a great time of the year, but when you get into the summertime, you're going to see
it's
how hot.
brutal.
Yeah,
it's
it's
very
brutal.
brutal.
You know what
That's-
I just thought is I took my kids to the state fair. I'm the one, you buy a wristband and you ride the rides. I'm not the parent that goes and spends hundreds of dollars on games. Can't say that for my kids' friends' parents. But what if there was like a wristband that would get them a drink, a food, and something? If there was something, and then they can get like a little bit of sampler from each vendor for a stamp, and then
Well, you'd have to coordinate with all the different vendors.
Yeah.
See, but
it'd probably be a lot of work. But I'm just saying,
No,
if they
they
were
want to make money. They
able
don't
to
want
get
to
a little
give
bit of
stuff away.
everything.
it's a short window but you get a bigger rush, right? Everybody comes there for fireworks and they're buying food or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I-
make the money in 2
I mean,
hours.
I'd be okay with opening at 5. That's not,
Me
and
too.
that just gives a little extra time. It's not
What time
not
is sunset?
super hot
Sunset.
because then you're right around dinner time then.
Yeah.
So they might come out early, get their seat for the fireworks, and it might help
Yeah,
get food.
dinner and fireworks would be nice for older couples or people without kids.
And then maybe we could get
Yeah,
maybe
the
we could get
romantic people.
we could do music from 5 to 7 if we wanted to,
Sunset
or if not, it's still just an
Right,
extra hour.
sunset and fireworks.
Are you against the extra hour too?
Yes, because I've done. Do you know how many times I've done this event since they started the inception of Boom on the Bayou?
Well, it's only an hour, and they're really going to be there
Aren't you already
anyway.
there though, an hour early. So
That means their setup would be at 3.
Well, and she deals with the parking and stuff too. I've watched her, so I can.
I've watched through.
Yeah, I've watched her. She does a good job.
I get that.
That you watched her. Thank you, Troy, for pointing that out. We're watching her while she was directing traffic.
Yeah, no. Hey,
I don't care. Just if
it's a
right
lot
now
of
it's
work.
6, is there any interest
It's a lot of
in
work.
doing an extra hour? I don't care either way.
I don't mean either. I don't care either way.
Let's take a vote. I need a motion.
I don't know how to vote.
Motion to start the event at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Opening the doors
Okay.
for public.
Is there a second? There's your answer. Okay, 6 o'clock.
How else would you have
By
worded
the
it?
way,
Huh?
if you don't care, you can always do a second to see where
Oh
it
no,
goes. But it's
How
good.
would you
So
have worded the
it's
motion?
good.
Huh?
How would you have worded the motion then?
Well, that's how you want it.
No,
We
you
just,
said-
we just, I'm just gonna see where by that.
Because look where sunset is. I was looking for sunset.
Oh.
You could have waited for that. Sunset is 8:26 or 8:37
Oh,
on
wow.
that day, so
That's
it is
late.
late.
Yeah, they're waiting.
So
for
yeah,
the sun to
people are
come
not
down.
at 5. You're not going to come at that. I mean, think about it. At 5, I wouldn't show up at 5. If sunset's at
It's hot.
8:30.
But if you want
Fine.
people to start purchasing food from vendors, you want them there to come early and
But if it's
pick up food and order food and
because I would think you would come in and you would get. So if I know fireworks are at 9,
Well, it doesn't matter because it didn't get a second. So,
no, I didn't.
So-
I think an hour is really
So-
Motion to adjourn?
not.
Oh, we have all
I'm
business.
not-
almost there. All right. So, anything else on Wilma Bayou? Okay. Old business. Anybody got any old business?
No.
I just have one thing that this whole business as of Saturday.
Well, that's still old business.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I I appreciate what Public Works did in the park because with the tree trimming and all that, we ended up, I think, 5 pickup loads of brush. Just stuff that was laying on the ground.
They took advantage of it, you were saying.
There's gonna be more, so if you wanna bring them back out, go right ahead.
Well, yeah, and I mean, we could surely,
The pickup?
surely
Yeah, cause
do
they're gonna
that.
clean out that whole back brushy area.
Well, like I said, CAC on March 7th has
Yeah,
that
March
cleanup.
7th.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
working with coming out March 7th.
Perfect. March
I make
7th,
sure I
yeah.
write out that down.
So you're giving
next
us
bit.
work for March 7th, Sal?
Sorry?
You're giving us work for March 7th?
Sure, yes.
To pick up brushes.
CAC is doing a cleanup
Not
at the park.
brushes, brush.
I mean, I was even trying to talk them into just taking it to the burn pile over at church and burn it so you guys didn't have to clean it up, but then it ended up.
I thought that was him laughing.
It ended up being 5 pickup loads, so, I
Wow.
mean, yeah.
All right. Any other old business?
No, that's it.
Well, all right, Kim.
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
All right, motion second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.